What's up, y'all? I'm the Young and Free Retiree, and welcome back to my channel, where we discuss all things money related in multiple facets in order to better your financial situation so that someday you can proudly say that you retired like myself. Hopefully, you do it younger than I did at 42, but if not, that's okay too, because just being able to retire comfortably and successfully puts you in a category of your own, which many Americans will never be able to say. Now, before we jump into today's content, I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe button for your boy so that this content can be shared with other like minded individuals. Because always remember that it's never too early to start preparing for retirement. So, guys, earlier today, I happened to be just scrolling across TikTok and I came across a highly interesting video that has almost probably gone viral by now. It involved a young lady who had been paying on her car loan for about a year, and after checking her account, she realized not much money had gone to the actual principal. You know what? Instead of me telling you about the video, let's just jump right into it and check it out.
Hey y'all, so I finally made it up to a point in my life where I set all my bills on auto pay, right? Yay me, I'm excited because I'm like, yeah, I ain't gotta check, I ain't gotta log in here, log in here, log in here, I ain't gotta check here, check there, check here, check here to see if I made sure I pay this, because baby, listen, I will forget. So I got all my bills set up on auto pay so I don't have to worry about no bills not being paid, right? So something tells me to go check my car because I want to see how much I have paid on it since I had got it like last year, March, April, February, March, somewhere around that time when I had got my BMW X5. So I checked my Capital One, which is, who I got my van through. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, we almost halfway there, almost done. But I signed in to check my BMW, and it said I only paid $5,000. I'm like, no, I'm being scammed. Because not only am I on auto pay, but I'm paying 19, let me see. I'm paying 1993, which is a hell of a lot, right? I know. That was the stupidest thing I ever.
She says she is paying 1993. Granted, you can see on her screenshots on the screen it says 1998. Who? That is an insane amount. That's absurd to be paying that much money for a car. I don't care what kind of car it is. Luxury. Maybe it's just me. Maybe because I'm so frugal, I never really had a car that probably costed more than 25,000. I don't think. That's insane. But I'm curious, why do we call things, we label it as a scam when we don't understand something? Like at some point you got to just take accountability for yourself, like not knowing. That is a lack of financial accountability. You can't just label something as a scam. Like, how much are y'all paying for y'all cars out there? Like, are y'all really paying this much money? Like, the most I've ever paid for a car payment, I think a month is like 450, and that's what I'm currently paying for one of my cars, one out of the two, because the second one's been paid off since for at least 10 or 15 years. But how much are y'all out there paying for y'all cars? Is this normal? Y'all wildin'.
But anyways, I'm paying 1993 a month for my BMW X5. And y'all telling me that since last year of March, I only paid $5,000 towards my car. So I'm on chat like, y'all can have this thing back. Cause y'all ain't about to scam me no more. I'm not about to pay another year of 1993 a month. And it seemed like it's not going towards nothing but interest. Like, it's not going towards the payment. It's not going to. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I made it to the point in life where I started making money, and I made a hell of a lot of dumb decisions, and I'm still learning, still growing, and I'm learning. But that was the dumbest mistake ever. But I'm here to tell you, y'all can have that car back. I will willfully bring the car back to the parking lot so y'all can have it.
So let me get this straight. She purchased the car, which I'm guessing in January of last year. So she's paid on it for 12 months, about 2 grand a month, which is 24,000. And according to the screenshot on what she said, only 5,000 went to the balance. That means you paid over $19,000 in interest in 1 year. Y'all have got to This is why financial literacy is so important. Y'all have to prioritize financial literacy because you can't blame the banks, you can't blame the car salesman. It's your fault. You have to learn this stuff and understand it. 19K in interest is insane. You know what you could have did with that money? And the thing about it too is like this is how loans work. No, it is not a scam. Loans are front loaded. So that way the people that loan you the money, they recoup the interest. They make their money on the front end. They don't wait to the back end. This is how it works for credit cards. This is how it works for mortgages, car loans, anything associated with interest. Majority of the time, the money that you're paying is going straight to the interest. It's not going to the principal or the balance. So you can't, when you realize that, you can't say, "Oh, it's a scam," or "I got bamboozled," or something to that nature. No, it was due to your own lack of knowledge that you came in looking like a target, and they just feasted off of you. You were so caught up in being excited to get the car that you probably didn't bother reading any of the loan agreement. I imagine her credit score had to be pretty trash too. Like, I don't know who this chick is. I don't know. I don't follow too many people on social media for the most part, or I'm not that up to date on social media anyways. But and she says she just came into a lot of money, so I'm guessing she's a high profile social media influencer. Y'all have got to prioritize financial literacy. Surround yourself with people that can help educate you or either money manage your money for you and prevent you from getting into situations like this. Because there's no way her credit score had to be super trash. And I can only imagine the interest rate on this loan, I'm sure it exceeds like 19% plus, without a doubt. That's higher than that's that is insane interest.
On my mama, on my soul, I'm not even playing. Because how have I had it for damn near, it's been a year now. And you telling me I only paid $5,000? I'm not playing with y'all. I'm on the app with them right now. I'm not playing with y'all. Is y'all crazy? Y'all let me know if y'all make sure y'all checking what y'all checking. I don't know. People be I didn't know that you could make payments and it only go towards interest, honey. And when I set up auto pay, I thought that it was gonna go to the car payment or whatever, and whatever else it go to automatically. But apparently, I gotta log in and make sure that it's not just going to interest, that it's going towards the car, which don't make sense. If my payment is $19.93, then I would think that it automatically would go to where it needs to go. Lesson learned. Won't be a dummy no more. Won't spend no foolish money on nothing else. I am learning. But more of the story.
Baby girl, usually you don't get to dictate where the money goes unless you're making extra payments outside of your originally agreed payments. You don't get to log in and choose, "Hey, I want my money to go directly to the balance or the principal." That's not how loans work. Unless you have a 0% loan, whatever you're paying, a good chunk of it's going to be going to the interest. You have to pay interest. It's not something that you choose when you log in. If that was the case, who would choose interest? Only dumb people would choose to pay interest over the principal. So it's not that easy. You have to educate yourself. Once again, I don't know who this chick is, but this is one of the worst ways to learn how to manage money is by going through this because 9 times out of 10, she did mention that she's just going to try to let it go back. Once again, that's going to trash her credit even more because she's going to have a repossession on her credit score. Or she can make an agreement with the Ally Bank, who I'm guessing who she said that she's banking with, which I banked with them for like almost 10 years or so. Amazing. I love them. Great high yield savings account. But that's beside the point. She could trade it in, but all that's going to end up happening is you're just kicking the can down the road. They take the car back, then they're going to auction it off, and whatever they get from it, they're going to subtract that from the amount she owes. So if there's anything left on it, like let's say it says she owes 100K. So if they sell that car when they take it back and make 80K, she's still gonna be on the hook for 20K. So baby girl, it's not that easy just letting them go back and then it's just gonna wash away all your problems and all your illogical financial moves or mistakes. It doesn't work that way in the real world. If you trade it in, what's gonna end up happening is 9 times 10, she's probably underwater. So when she trades it in, they're just gonna roll over that amount that she's underwater on into the next loan. So if the car is valued at 80K, let's say again, just like how we used in the auction, they're gonna take that 80K, she owes 100K, so 20K, they're gonna roll that into the next loan. So all you're doing is kicking the can down the road. Learn this stuff before you walk into those car salesmen's office, before y'all go to the dealerships. I know y'all eyes are fixated on the car and dealers are gonna hit you with so much stuff. And the way they get you is they let you test drive it. Once you test drive it, you're screwed. Because that's how you locked in. Now you're emotionally tied to the car, like more than what you came into it. But anyways, the number one thing that I was told, like get a pre-approved loan, and it worked out so wonderfully for me. And that's what I would encourage everyone else to do as well.
Sorry, y'all can get this thing back. And that's on my soul. So y'all see I just posted the screenshots, right? Now she asked me, kindly confirm the reason you are returning the vehicle. I said I have had the car for a full year and it's only showing I paid $5K. I've been paying $19.94, which was wrong, $19.98 for every month for an entire year. And no way I only paid $5K. She said I totally understand. Kindly note a state required letter may be sent before your vehicle can be picked up. Ma'am, what? This is a scam. So no reasoning at all. Not, oh sorry ma'am, I see here you did pay over 11K. Nothing. This man, yeah.
Sorry, my girl. There's nothing that the lady that you were talking to has to apologize for. You signed the contract. You agreed to those terms. Yes, you did pay more than 20 plus K to that car, but only 5,000 went to the principal. The rest went to interest. So it's not like the money was stolen or it got lost or the payment wasn't received. No, they received your money, which they happily received it. They were happy when you signed that contract or when you signed that loan agreement. Let's take a look at some of the comments. 100K for 2021 is wild. It never would have left a lot. 100K and not even 25 is like that's pushing it for me. I was sweating bullets when I bought my car for 25 and that's a lot. So 100K, I like this comment right here. I ain't paying $1,900 for nothing unless it has 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. You are literally paying mortgage rent numbers on a car. That's wow. And you agreed to it. Here's another one. Financial literacy is desperately needed. That couldn't have been a truer comment posted than what this lady Marquette posted. You guys have got to prioritize financial literacy. Like one thing I always try to tell people is that, a lot of people have this thing where they say, "Hey, I may not live long. I'm only here temporarily. I don't even know if I'm gonna see retirement." And this is what they're saying in their 20s when I try to encourage them, start saving and investing. Okay, I get that. I understand that. Even though the average age is 77 years, I think 77 or 67 in America. That's the average age that most people are living to now. But I agree with them in any ways. And my response to that is almost along the same lines what I tell people when I tell them about God. What if you're wrong though? What if you actually live to be 60 or 70 years? Which a good high percentage of Americans are living to be because advances in technology, advances in medical care and procedures. What if you are wrong and you actually live to be 60 plus years and reach retirement? And in your 20s and 30s, all you did was blow money because you thought that you wasn't going to be here for long. That's typically what happens with most Americans. And then once they get up to 40, then they start to reflect on what they were doing in their 20s and 30s. Like, man, I wish I would have invested. I wish I wouldn't have went to that party. I wish I wouldn't have been paying $1,000 for a car loan. Yeah, sorry guys, we don't have time machines. I don't foresee them coming around anytime soon and being invented. Make smart decisions with your money while you're young. I'm not telling you to live on beans and rice. I'm not telling you to do nothing to that degree. But you don't have to live an excessive life. Live within your means. Quit trying to go out here and make it seem like you're balling out of control. You know, you got all this money, you're trying to keep up with your friends. Let me tell you, social media is one big stage. That's all it is. Everybody's putting on a play. None of it's real. They have debt up to their necks, but on social media, they look like they're living a wonderful life. But once they hit that stop recording button and them bills roll in, yeah, things get real. That smile fades. That confidence fades. That comfortability fades. A lot of it fades. And all you left with are just the sad tears of a clown. So that's all I have today. So, guys, I'll remember these two things in life: put God first and live below your means today. So later on in life, you can live beyond your means. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. I'm out.